How's it going? So, long story short, I'm getting very, very tired. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue this project. One of the problems is... So there are two problems. One problem is that carry champions like Tryndamere are very difficult to play. Because you have to... It's not like Nasus, where you just ensure that your team is good and you just AFK farm for like 10 minutes chill mode, and then you're just basically so strong that you can make as many mistakes as you want. It won't matter because you're just... Nasus is just too OP, you know? On a good team. On a good team. Just, you can't stop him. He just like he is always guaranteed to beat your top laner if you're on a good team and you make sure that you don't get counter picked. Like let's say, I don't know, they pick something like Camille. She lets you free farm because he doesn't have a lot of experience to deal with Nasus. You like on a winner's queue, Camille has no way to win the game because Nasus is just gonna two tap her and that's it. And Nasus is gonna be always useful. Tryndamere, on the other hand, you cannot do that. You cannot basically passive AFK farm because I don't know, of all champions, I would go as far as to say Tryndamere would make top 10 of the most useless champions you could possibly imagine if you come out of laning phase with 0 kills just on the farm alone. He is so useless if you do that. Like, Riven would also be one of them in there. It's just like, she's just so useless. You're talking about a squishy champion that barely does any damage. I know you see like the Riven mains challenger players, you're like, oh, what do you mean she's not doing any damage? Look at him, he's like 1v5ing so much damage. He even heals, like, can't even kill her. Yeah, but that's because he has like 4 or 5 items. It's like myself, you know, like 27 minutes, I'm almost on 6 items already. Right, but if you 22 minutes and the only thing you have is boots and Kraken Slayer, I mean, it's a completely different Tryndamere. And like again, you see, look at the levels. And let's say the only thing you have is boots, Kraken Slayer, and you're level 9. It's a completely different Tryndamere, dude. He will struggle to kill anything. Because auto attacks are slow, a lethal tempo stacking is slow, Kraken Slayer procs are slow, Fury stacking is slow, and we're also talking about a person who is not competent with Tryndamere, so he is not going to stack his Fury before a team fight. Again, like, he's gonna come in with no Fury. Tryndamere is so bad with no Fury. People just underestimate how bad he is, right? You're also talking about because he's under-leveled, his ult is on a very long cooldown. It's just a completely useless champion. So to make him effective, like, you have to sweat, you know, every single time. And that's very, 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 it's a lot of effort to do it. Very, very consuming, like, by energy consuming to do it, you know. So that's one thing. The second thing I want to talk about, but is that, you see, I rely heavily on statistics to make sure, like, look at Darius, okay, 852, just remember his KDA is good, so we can look at KDA, and we can say, okay, this Darius is actually a decent player, but that's false. That is false. You also, I'll show you Yasuo. Yasuo has 72% win rate. Oh my, I thought I'm going to be going up against the Smurf. Then I looked at heal. I was like, what? I looked at what he was doing. I was like, no, there's something wrong with him. You see, the problem is with these dudes, they queue up with their friends, and they go up against... You see, like, they have a lot of skins, I noticed. I think because if you buy a lot of skins, you're gonna get into winner's queue a lot. So you have this padded statistics where... Like, I shit you not, this Yasuo, right, has 72% win rate. I don't know if I can view it in here, but let me see if I can... Yeah, look. 72% over 25 games. This is nothing to sneeze at, as they say. Look, 100% win rate on Yuumi. And look at his gameplay. Like, it's horrendous. It's so bad. Like, look at this. Like, first of all, he has, like, heal. I was like, maybe it's some kind of... He started boots. I didn't even see that. Oh my god. Like, look at his first death. Like, look at his first death. It's just like, I was like, what are you doing, dude? Look, so he pushes the lane against Tryndamere. Like, he just suicided. He literally just suicided. I was like, okay, is this some kind of new strategy where, like, I don't know, some kind of jungle gank or something? Like, am I missing something here? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it doing? I'm like, okay, let's see. Like, I give him a couple of hits to see if the jungler is going to come out. I'm trying to understand, like, what the hell is going on. I'm saying, this was my mistake. Like, okay. So I'm like, what? It's my first game, so my CS is always shit. My first game. So I'm gonna proc his bone plating. I was like, okay, at least he can. And now he does that. I was like, did he just int? So I was like, he has to be inting, right? He has to be inting. There's no way. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna pop my ghost, right? I'm gonna pop my ghost. I have my E, right? Because I'm gonna crit him like 3 times. So obviously I'm gonna have my E back. I'm going to spin away in case the jungler comes out. Because I'm like, there has to be some kind of a gank or something, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, fine. At this point I'm realizing, okay, this guy is just a noob, right? So I just go to kill him, right? And I'm just gonna do it. I crit it normally. I didn't expect crit, so I pressed E as well. But I crit. But you see what I'm saying? Like, this guy, 72% win rate. Yasuo, how the hell did he get 72% win rate with this type of gameplay? Like, think about just how bad this guy is. And he gets to play against players who are even worse. And he gets to win 72% of the time. And now, that's... So, you see what I'm saying? That statistics, I look at statistics to determine whether the player is good or not. And this guy has 72% win rate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was expecting a Smurf. I was legitimately expecting... I was even like thinking, oh my god, my first game, and I'm going up against a Smurf. Holy shit, right? Why? You know? I just want to chill. But then, I realized, no, this guy's a complete noob. Because this account has no wins. Right? Now, let's draw attention to our Darius. Okay? I just want you to draw attention to our Darius. Look. He's already dying. Now, I didn't notice the CS. Okay, so at least he's... Oh, wait. He got back. Yeah. Because he kept dying. I think he died twice or something like that, right? Yeah, so they traded 1 for 1. In here. Yone doesn't know how to dive, probably. Yeah, but do you see, like, the difference between them? It's just mega noob. He died to 6, okay. Then he comes back, he dies again. Right. He dies again. And then I ask him to swap, basically. You see? So I just told him, hey, dude, just go mid lane. Because Darius cannot lose to Yasuo. Just cannot lose because it's a matchup. Against this guy with boots, Darius cannot lose this. Even if he's like, I don't know, Alzheimer's disease or whatever. So in here I'm thinking to myself, like, is this Yone good or what, you know? So I look at the state of the wave, I'm like, okay, so it's pushing into me. Fine, I'm gonna trim it a bit. See what he does. Do a bit of damage. Now here, I want to see what he's going to do, because this wave is slightly pushing to me, right? So I want to see what he's going to do. Now a noob is going to use his Q to push into me. Look, and that's exactly what he does. Like, because I play a lot of one-on-ones. I used to play one-on-ones. Like, I probably could come back to it, but you can see a noob by the way they manage the wave. You see, so I can see, okay, this guy's completely noob. Right? So now I'm just setting up a dive. Do you know what he's going to do? I can tell you exactly. Like, in here I was thinking to myself, okay, what he's going to do, he's going to push the wave and going to try turret farm and poke him with his Q, which is pretty much death sentence for Yone, because Yone is inferior all-in champion to Tryndamere, and without flash he's pretty much... Even with flash, if he pushes to here, and the lane is frozen, he's simply put, he's going to die. That's it. There's no other way for him to. There's no gameplay that he can do to not die, right? And lo and behold, he pushes the wave. I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, it's a free Yone, so I now we push the wave, and then I started seeing this shit happening. This is the most hilarious shit ever. Is when the Goon Squad arrives. I noticed that when you play in like your first 3 wins on an account, you are still in low elo. You get the Goon Squad. They always, sometimes it's like 4 people arrive at your lane and they're just like, what's up, dude? It never ever ceases to amaze me just how those guys don't understand shared experience and shared gold. I mean, think about, even if you have 4 players of Nautilus and they hook me, right? I know I'm dead, right? But they're gonna get like 50 gold for this. It's like 2 minions worth of gold per person. And then you have to factor in that they're sharing the experience, so they get less than a minion worth of experience, and they think that it's a good play. Do you understand? It's just like, it's like, what's up? The Goon Squad. But you will see that the Goon Squad is like everywhere, dude. There's no escape from it. Like at this stage, I'm saving my spin, because I'm thinking like the Goon Squad has to arrive, right? It's just this guy's gameplay, just... Now, here I didn't see... Like this is short, like what he's doing is to kill Shyvana and I fall because Yone is coming up, right? I did not see here, what's his name? Gragas, right? Because now Darius is stuck in here, this thing is going to attack him, so he's gonna lose even more HP. I'm thinking to myself, shit, Yasuo and Yone probably have ults, so we're just gonna get CC'd, perma-CC'd, right? And then Darius is like, yo, what's up, man? Let me just go and kill everyone. With no mana. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm pinging him, dude, just don't do it, okay? Don't feed them, right? Just don't do it, right? But then I didn't see Gragas in here, so that's my mistake. Oh my god. This guy's... And look, this guy's like, what's up? Didn't even take this thing, because he needs mana, right? Do you think they're gonna kill him? Let's see. Because sometimes what happens is Yone is like, you killed my friend, you bastard. And he just go in all in, do you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna die too for the motherland. It's just watching this guy play is honestly just hilarious. And it's still stressful to play because it's kind of like you're babysitting them to some extent. Because at any second they can start doing weird shit. Like they can start 4 men aramming, or they can just 4 men start going to the enemy jungle, taking the buffs. Do you understand? Because they don't know what they're doing. And you're kind of like, if you have this mentality of trying to win the game, it's a little bit stressful. But what I'm trying to kind of show you is that this Darius clearly is not a good player. He doesn't think when he plays, he just kind of responds to shit and presses buttons. I doubt he's even aware that he has no mana. I don't think he's even aware. Oh, he teleported back. Okay, that's good. That's good. But you see what I'm saying is that it's like... So he kind of like... Every kill he got was kind of like a kill steal, honestly, to be honest with you. And like, Yasuo just straight up abandoned the top lane. Like, I'm gonna kill him, I think. Yeah, because I'm looking at what he's doing, I'm like, okay, so that's a dead Yasuo, basically. It's pretty much a dead Yasuo. I don't even need to do anything, he's gonna kill himself. So he does specifically that, where he just literally kills himself. So... But you see what I'm saying, is like, these kills are just like, make Gragas look good, but I mean, he's really doing anything, he's just like, tapping people, you know what I'm saying? All plays are being created by somebody else, right? It's either Yasuo doing stupid shit, or I'm creating them, right? But you will see in here, I think there was like 3 kills or something. It's before they surrendered. Yeah, in here. So look, you see like, okay, I'm kind of, I know I can 1v2 them, so I'm just baiting them. I want to see where the Goon Squad is, right? I want to see where Yoni is in here, basically. Darius just like TPs and be like, what's up, dude? I'm like, oh shit, where's Yoni? Because I'm afraid of Yoni, right? But Darius is like, yeah, we don't care about Yoni, because we can get CC'd in here, right? If like Yoni is somewhere here and he just like ults us, we're kind of in deep shit, right? Because I can't, like, for 5 seconds, I won't down them in 5 seconds because I'm sitting on too much gold, I think, right? Yeah, I'm on like 3,000 gold. Darius just like straight up goes and just ults, I don't know what he's doing. But you see what I'm saying is that like, I have to now clean up, right? Darius gets all the kills, right? I get all the aggro. Darius just like straight up just kills, steals everything. Now I have to escape. Survive Yoni, right? Because he's going to chase me. I know he will. Yeah, there he is, right? And then Darius can't do anything. Like, I thought that's it. Like, Yoni is dead, right? Because Darius, I mean, come on. He still has his ult up. Oh, he screwed up his ult. Oh, okay. But on paper, he looks like he's a good player. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying is that, like, this league, this, like, ranking all this shit is... In league, it doesn't really apply. Because, so again, you see he got a 3rd kill for no reason whatsoever. It wasn't like, not a single kill he got was actually him doing anything special. In fact, he screwed up his ult because he just ulted early, right? So I don't know, like, how useful are statistics in League of Legends when you think about it, right? Because this guy is absolutely disgustingly bad. Like, it's just disgustingly bad, right? So is this guy. And yet they have, like, insane statistics. Like, the reason why I'm saying this, I lost the game with these guys, right? Because look at the differential in statistics, right? Look, Yoni 70... Holy shit, is that the same guy? Oh, no, it's not. I thought it's the same Yoni. Yeah, okay. Look, 73% win rate, 71, 64. Now, this guy was jungler. He was kind of trolling, but I thought that Yoni is just going to crash this 38% Malphite. But he got absolutely owned. Like, my entire team got absolutely owned in this game. That's when I had to interview this guy. I was like, what are you doing, dude, right? But I couldn't understand how we kind of lost that game. Well, but I couldn't understand why their statistics were so high for the gameplay that they were providing. They were absolutely horrendously bad. Like, it was just horrendously bad. Like, both of, like, the jungler and this guy, they ended up with, like, 16 deaths or something like that. It's just horrendously bad. And I thought to myself, shit, why did this... How did this statistic occur? Because the sample size of games is so high. How is that happening in League of Legends? Do you know what I mean? How can you generate statistics so high and yet the player is so dog shit? How is that possible? And this is what I'm saying is that League is kind of like, as a game, League of Legends is not in the same category as like StarCraft, as let's say shooting games, because you have to understand that in shooting game, you can take a player who is like Diamond and you put him into Bronze, he will easily 1v5. Easily. Because of the skill difference, right? Because in shooting games, you cannot counterpick a headshot, right? But in League, you can. So you have to kind of take all these statistics with a bit of, like, a grain of salt, because a lot of shit in here happens that tells you that he's a good player, but when you play him, you realize that it's not. That's what I'm saying, like, rank does not really matter, because you can get rank by spamming games. You can get rank by getting an overpowered champion, and you're just, like, straight up spamming shitloads of games, and because your champ is, like, Gragas is so effective, you can pull off Diamond just by spamming a lot of games. I saw that, like, again, I mentioned that, I saw that on Russian server. I saw this girl, she was, like, Diamond, mid-that, almost master tier level. And I looked at her gameplay, I was like, how is this? And she had a stream, and I shit you not, she was like 12. And I thought to myself, holy shit, how is this 12-year-old is almost master? There has to be something wrong with this game design. Because she was playing Soroka, and Soroka was Omega under. It was like super over nerfed champion, so she's underpowered champion. And yet she was able to. And then I looked at her profile, it was like, holy shit, it was like 4,000 games per season. 4,000 games per season. She spams so much, it's like insane. And I thought to myself, holy shit, it means that spamming results in a elo, right? And I thought to myself, shit, what if you have a spammer with a very overpowered oppressive champion, like for example Gragas, like Malphite, like Singed, for example, right? Because once you figure out Singed, he's pretty oppressive champion to play against. He gets like 2 items, he needs levels, he doesn't really need too many items, and he's like team fighting potential is so high for the amount of effort to play him. Is just, that's what I was started saying, is like ranked is like, it just doesn't really matter too much. Because again, look at statistics of this Darius, like, right? He gets into 5 games like this, dude, he's gonna get promoted to bronze or something. And then you're thinking, you're playing with this guy, and you're thinking, holy shit, how is he in bronze, dude? Or how is he in silver? Fogged was saying that if you win like 6 or something, if you win enough games in promotional matches, and if you bought the account, right, Riot starts to think that you're a smurf, and it puts you into Emerald, even though you're like a silver bronze player. He was saying that it's actually a problem right now. That's why you see Emerald player, when he smurfs, you know, he climbs through a Platinum, Emerald, and he says, dude, there are so many silver players in Emerald, and that's because of the way promotional matches work. Now, there's also another way you can do that, is you can play a lot of normals with a challenger, like very, very high level players, and win a lot of normals. Normal MMR gets transitioned into your ranked games, and then you win like 4 in a row, right? And you immediately become like Emerald, mid-Emerald level. You know what I'm saying? Even though you yourself are like silver, but because you played so many games with other challenger players and you won every single normal, the algorithm thinks that you are like prodigy, you know? So that's kind of my thinking right now, is boo, I don't know. I would like, honestly, like I prefer to play something where I don't have to babysit so much. Like I would love to play something like maybe just oppressive Tryndamere, where I just split push for the whole. Because split pushing is a lot more relaxing than this team fighting BS. Because like in team fights you have to constantly engage, re-engage, position, reposition. You know, like go life steal, come back into team fight, push the lane, come back into team fight, and this mid lane is like there is so much action happening. It's like you're always doing shit, you know. A lot of monitoring, and it's very stressful. Like again, I don't get paid for this, so it's so much effort. It's like work to some extent. And now I have to look at statistics with a pinch of salt and think to myself, shit, I can't really 100% guarantee that statistics are going to result in the player being good. That means I have to take more conscious looking at the enemy team. That means I'm going to be dodging more. That means more time. Do you know what I mean? More analysis, paralysis, and all that stuff. Potentially frustrating games where I expected, like this game here, I expected performance from my team, and they didn't. So imagine, like now, I'm not, like the reason why we lost in this game, I will like be honest, is that it wasn't really them that was the problem. The biggest problem was Malphite and Nocturne. They were just like, Nocturne would just ult Jinx, she would die. I don't know, 30 seconds later he ults Yone, he would die. Because like Nocturne is a bit of a noob champ into noobs. Like Master Yi to some extent is like that. He just, his ult is up, he's guaranteed to kill 2 noobs. Guaranteed, like there is no other way to do it, because they don't know how to play around Master Yi, because they don't ward, they're not careful with their positioning, they're not observed, they don't even know that the map exists probably. So they're not conscious and aware of where Master Yi is, where he can potentially be, because he's a jungler at the end of the day, right? So like he just guarantees kills like Master Yi. That's why I don't really normally play into Master Yi, because it's too difficult to babysit them. and to stop Master Yi from quadra killing the entire team all the time. So Nocturne was kind of like Master Yi this game. And then the second problem I had, I mean, Malphite is just like, it's disgusting. Like, Yone fed him, he had 4 items, but I had like 12 kills. And I shit you not, I barely killed him one-on-one. I had like 4 items, he had 3. I barely killed him one-on-one. I had to, I don't think I had to ult, but I mean, holy shit. But he ulted away. If he ulted into me, I had to ult. I had no option. But you see, like, so many resources just to kill a champion that hard counters you is a big problem. Very big problem. So you see, I don't simply play into Malphites anymore. Because if this was some kind of Camille, and this was, let's say, Shyvana, I could 1v5 this game easily. But the problem is, Nocturne got overfed because it's so easy for him to get kills. Press a button, this guy's just feed. And Malphite naturally Omega counter to Tryndamere. So, and I could not split push because they would just die. Honestly, they would straight up just run in and just die. So, at multiple points I tried split pushing at multiple points. I had to go back to base because otherwise the enemy team would have finished. And again, I wasn't very effective. I was just like, because Malphite would just ult me, Nocturne would just ult me, and then I would just get consumed by their entire team just collapsing on me. And again, like, I mean, my team was not doing anything. So, you see what I'm saying is that now I have to factor in that statistics are not super good. That means some games I'm gonna have to 1v5. And that's, I do not want to do that. It's just way too much effort. Like, the amount of effort required to do that is just very difficult. Because you have to remember, you are the only one on the team. So you have to play absolutely perfect. You have to take all the objectives. You have to babysit your teammates because they're going to probably run into the enemy team. You have to ward. You have to clear wards. You have to do like everything. And again, you don't get paid. It's like, it's just so much effort. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just go maybe bot games or something like that. Or I might just accept maybe 75% win rate, because right now I'm sitting like 87, I think, or something like that, right? I'm thinking to myself, I'll just accept maybe 75% win rate and just do the split pushing strategy, because it's a lot less effort, a lot easier. But you see, then again, because I know what the strategy is gonna end up with. It's gonna be basically my team is like giga inting, and then the enemy team is just 5 men chasing me. And then I don't know what to do. On mid lane it never happens, because you become so strong that this situation where the 5 men chasing you actually never happens. Because most of the time you're helping other lanes, and like this Darius, for example, they become eventually self-sufficient. Because at some point this Darius, like if he goes into, like, let's say Yasuo, it's not really a problem for him right now, because he has like 2 dragons, you know, he has Baron buff, he has items, so he can just smack his genitals into the keyboard, and then Yone is just going to disappear, basically. Well, Yasuo is going to disappear. Do you know what I mean? So you make them self-sufficient with dragon buffs. Well, you can't do that from top lane. You know? You just can't do it. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Take care, bye-bye.